the second year and 85,000 in the third year. I mean, for somebody who is now the face of women's basketball, it seemed kind of ridiculous. A guy who is in the NBA first year, they can get 10 million. And I get it. Wow. Their ticket sales and the math and all that stuff. But there's just something about this that is so disturbing. I picture all the little girls with signs that say Caitlyn, and then you're like, but this is what her contract is worth. So what will change that?
This is an atrocity. This is an atrocity. What's happening, people? This is Shia Yashub, and this is Mo Talk. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe. Help a brother get to 500 subs before the month is over with. We're going to be talking about Caitlyn Clark today. And before I get started, let me let you know that I am for all of the smoke. I know I'm going to get a lot of opinionated, heated opinions over this particular topic. You've got to be kidding me, though. And you got to understand that my frustration comes from a person who has watched women basketball since the early and mid 80s. I can date back to at least 1981, me watching women's basketball. You've got to be kidding me in this argument that they are making, trying to compare this women game to the men game. And you have heard me say several times that the men game is garbage, the NBA is garbage, and I really do feel like that. But you know what the NBA is doing that the WNBA is not doing? They're selling out arenas. That's what they're doing. I have watched women's basketball have two fails in my lifetime. Two. They have tried to bring professional basketball to the States twice and it failed. And this time they have gotten it right. But when they got it right, they failed to get behind it, push it, put it before the people, and give the people a good product. There's no way you can say that a first-year rookie coming into the NBA is making $10 million, and that's unfair compared to what Caitlyn Clark's salary is. When Caitlyn decided to leave college and go to the WNBA, Caitlyn knew what her salary was going to be. Why is it that we writing articles now about Caitlyn's base salary is causing an outrage? Why should we care about how much Caitlyn Clark is making when she decided to go into the WNBA knowing how much money that she was going to make? This has been the base salary for the WNBA since I can remember. The majority of the girls that play WNBA, they play during on season, and guess what? Off season, they work. You want to have more pay? Put out a better product. Don't use Caitlyn Clark to propel something that don't make economic sense. And I'm not understanding how you guys, and I'm talking about the media, how you guys are trying to make us believe that Caitlyn Clark is the best female basketball that has ever laced up a pair of shoes. Tell me, what does she do special outside of shooting? Have you guys forgotten that she is leaving Iowa as a loser? I've never seen a loser so celebrated. She lost last year to Kim Mulkey and LSU and Angel Reese. America was crushed. She lost this year to Dawn Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Again, America was crushed. But America like, look, that's okay. That's okay. Because we got the power of the media. And we're going to erase the fact that she lost, but we're still going to make her a winner because we're going to stick her in your face all day, every day. Every time you open up your social media, whose face you going to see? Caitlyn Clark. Every time you put it on a sports channel, who are they going to be talking about? Caitlyn Clark. Don't you realize that what they're doing with Caitlyn Clark, they could have done this years ago? You didn't hear this rhetoric with Aaliyah Boston when she graduated and went #1 overall last year? Have you ever heard of Jackie Young? That was 2019 first round draft pick. 5 years ago. What about Charlie Collier? That's 2021 first round draft pick. So you have had your opportunity to put these women before the public and cause them to enjoy this sport that is enjoyable, but you chose not to until now. When you have found your little white girl that went to your little white school that got drafted by the whitest town in all of the whitest state in all of America. And you putting all of your talking heads in position to cause an outrage because women need to be paid the same as men. You can't do it. You can't do it, people. I'm sorry, you can't do it. A lot of these WNBA teams are spending more money keeping the lights on in the stadiums because they playing games in stadiums, in empty stadiums. Yeah, empty stadiums. The reason why you only got 12 teams is because a lot of cities don't want to invest in them because they're not bringing in enough revenue. You've had your opportunity to get people on board with this sport, but you chose not to until now. You could have marketed Candace Parker, who, in my opinion, it was like a female Penny Hardaway. A long two guard that can play three, that can create her own space and get to the rim. And while we're on the subject of rims, you want to better your product? If these women would stop being so, what's the word that I'm looking for? If they would stop being so stubborn and allow the WNBA to drop the goal just 1 foot, they would have an above the rim game, which would create more butts in the seat. But you rather parade Caitlyn Clark around the town as if she done saved basketball. I don't know if a lot of people remember or not, Rebecca Lobo. They tried this same thing with her and it didn't work. That weight was too much for Rebecca Lobo to the point that Rebecca was like, man, she didn't even really want to play basketball no more when she left UConn, when she got with those professionals, because those professionals saw right through the BS that the media was doing with her. They was trying to make her the face of basketball. And now they're trying to make Caitlyn Clark the face of the WNBA. That's what the lady said at the beginning of the video. For somebody who is the face of the WNBA, how is Caitlyn Clark the face of the WNBA when she haven't even touched the WNBA basketball yet? I'm not on board with this at all. Caitlyn Clark frenzy, nah, is real disrespectful to the players that has came before her. I was wondering to myself, I was like, why these chicks hating on this girl so much? But it makes sense to me because they have put in work. They got sweat in this thing. They got skins on the wall and they never got the recognition that this girl is getting. And y'all are crazy if you think, even though I say the WNBA game is garbage, which it is compared to NCAA, women's NCAA is where it's at. But if you think that Caitlyn Clark is finna go to the WNBA in a game that's much faster with women who are much better because they have crafted their sport, you think she fits to go into this league and shoot 40 times a game? Y'all out y'all mind. Nah. Y'all are out y'all mind. It ain't gonna happen. She may evolve into that a few years if her playing career lasts long enough. But she's not finna go into the league right now and do that. She's not. You had players like Skylar Diggins that you could have marketed. You could have marketed a Skylar Diggins coming up out of Notre Dame, cold with it. Two guard. You could have marketed her. But you choose to market Caitlyn Clark. Why? Because she is what America is when you see America. That is America. She is your typical American, Caitlyn Clark. And we need to get behind her. And we need to be in the outrage because she's only going to be making $78,000. Man, that's what it is. That's what it is. And she knew that's what it was. Caitlyn Clark was chosen as the #1 overall draft pick during the WNBA draft on Monday, April 15, after displaying her level of talent over the span of her stellar collegiate athletic career. But from the looks of it, her paychecks in professional league won't at all reflect the major accomplishments. Why are we not in outrage at how much Angel Reese is going to be making? Ain't nobody concerned about how much Angel Reese gonna make. She had a stellar collegiate career. She was a walking double-double. She come into the court guaranteeing you over 10 points and over 10 rebounds a game. Oh, and she won a championship. Uh-oh. We're not concerned about Camila Cardoso? What her pay is going to be? She had a stellar collegiate career and she won a championship. I'm going to end this one on this one. Caitlyn Clark, she's a loser. She can shoot, but she's a loser. Till next time, this is Mo Talk.